I'm here at Lowe's in Kitchener, Ontario, and basically looking for ways to affordably replicate the style of the studio, and this might work. It's like a textured brick wall panel. What do you think, guys? I like it. On the road today. This week has been a brutally great week, if that makes any sense. For those of you who are in the Facebook group, I mentioned probably about a month ago that I was considering going full-time on YouTube. Well, it's done. I have closed my agency. I'm no longer based out of the loft. I closed it down with the sole purpose of basically reducing costs so I can put more time and focus into YouTube. I'm giving this 1 year. This could be an absolute car crash wreck, or it could be the best thing I've ever done. But the fact of the matter is, I have my reasons for wanting to do this, the challenge being one of them, but also a lot of personal reasons for doing this, which I will get into in future videos. In this video, what you've just seen is I just went to Lowe's in Kitchener. Basically, I have also moved residentially. I moved into a new house, and this house has about a 450 square foot garage that I'm going to be converting into my new studio. Right now it's completely bare bones. It is filled with crap, but I'm going to basically give it a nice, polished, lofty look that I can, similar to what I had before, basically. I like that style and look. So I'm going to, in a budget conscious way, try and actually get that look back in that space so I can still produce the same style of content there without missing a beat from what I was doing before. You know, as far as the reasons go, I may as well get into it now. There's a lot. There's the fact that I have 4 young daughters that I don't get to see because YouTube has become busy for me, in addition to having a very busy full-time job, which I did. And putting in 10, 12 hours a day from the loft, I don't get to see them as much as I'd like to. I also, and for those of you who are from Canada or know Canada, I'm from Prince Edward Island, which is a small province in Canada, and I never get to go home because I'm always tied up with work stuff and dealing with a lot of physical clients that demand my presence here. And that's one of the things that I've loved about YouTube from the start, is it's something I can do from anywhere. And the goal with this, as far as putting more time into YouTube, balancing out, the profits from YouTube. I'll still be taking work on the side. Don't get me wrong. I'm not exclusive to YouTube. I'll still be working as a consultant and a videographer, but I'll be much more choosy with my projects. I'm going to be taking less outside projects, and I'm going to be producing more YouTube content. But the goal ultimately is to build a summer residence in Prince Edward Island that I can basically go off grid and go to like 2-3 months out of the year. That's where my family's from. I miss them a lot, and taking my family down there to spend time is what I want to do. And life is short, and I might as well do what I want to do. And so how this works out, I don't know. But another big reason is that I see so many experts on YouTube who they know everything, they know what to say, but nobody really puts their money where their mouth is. I'm actually going to put my money where my mouth is. You guys have seen from the start with this second channel that I am building this from scratch, and you're seeing the build and the growth as it goes along. Not all months are great months. Some months are good, some months are amazing, some months are poor. But I'm not over that hump yet where I'm making incredible YouTube money. I'm basically diversifying, using YouTube as my stage so that I can create other income streams through YouTube, which is essentially going to be the hub. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'm just on my way back here with my new brick wall, and I will talk to you guys when I get to the shop. All right, so we are at the new studio now. As you can see, it's a disaster. It's basically the garage in my new home, but this is where I'm going to be doing all my work from here on out. So as I had mentioned, the studio's closed, and this is it. This is what I'm working with. So what I'm going to be doing today is basically working on getting these walls up. Like I had mentioned in the car, I'm trying to basically give the impression or emulate the style I had before. I did like that lofty look that I had at the studio. It's what my subscribers are used to now, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of give it the same look and feel. I've already done some testing in here for vlogs and stuff, and very similar look. And I think it'll work great. It's hard to tell when you kind of look at it right now, but I've already got my desk in my office set up over there. So basically it's just like getting these panels on the wall. I'm gonna be doing new flooring in here. And I'm gonna be doing it all very much on a budget. It's not that I necessarily have to do it on a budget, but I want to, because I wanna show you guys that it can be done on a budget. And also, just because I have some savings now, because I'm putting YouTube at the forefront of my work for the next year, I want to prepare for some low months, because there's no guarantee that everything's going to be great. There's no guarantee that sponsorships are going to stay in place. So I kind of want this to pay for this. I don't want to be pulling from money that I've made doing other projects and stuff. So I'm going to try and be very budget conscious, and I'll be kind of laying out some of the prices and stuff for you guys. But basically, I'm looking at about $1,000, and that will be flooring, paint, walls, drapes, curtain rods, the whole thing. And I'll kind of list that out as we go. So this is very different than what I normally do on this channel. So it's going to be very casual. It's very much a behind the scenes vlog. I'll still be, as I go through this, doing the normal videos, like the different stuff just based on your channels, the live streams. I have a live stream coming up with Joe Arco next week, and the Google Trends reports and all that. So it'll all still be here if that's why you're here. This is just a little bit of a side playlist, which will have some behind the scenes. If you're kind of doing some work trying to put together a bit of a studio space, then you might get some ideas from this, or you might not. So today it's going to be starting to work on this, which I've already realized is going to be harder than I thought. But yeah, I'll be kind of working as we go. So stay tuned, keep watching.
but spot on. Yeah, very spot on. At Slambury, you wind up losing the dean in 15 minutes. Officer Doug gave him 3 stars, but
What's up, guys? So we are 2 days into the renovation, as you can see from my constant changing of clothes in this video. Basically putting time in where I can in between day-to-day work stuff. But I'm trying to get this together as quickly as I can, but I also want to do a good job on it. Right now, the brick panels are in place. If I wanted to do a vlog right now, I think I could, because this to me is very similar to what I had before in terms of the visual. The panels are working out great. They're just tacked into place right now. They're not permanently put onto the wall. That way, if I ever want to get rid of them and go back to a garage again, I can just basically take out a couple of screws, a little bit of hole filling, and I'm done. And it's back to whatever it was before. So in terms of expense, what you've seen so far, I mean, all the little props in the background I had before. The paneling was $60 per panel times 5. So about $300 plus tax. I think it was like $350. Did a little bit of white paint in the background there. That was just some old paint that I had. So I'm about $350 in. And I think it's looking pretty good. So the next thing that I'll be looking into is flooring and finding something to basically just roll out over the top of the cement floor, not permanently put in place, but roll it out to give a hardwood look to this floor for doing the actual fitness videos. Again, keeping a similar theme to what I had before. So probably something with like a naked wood grain that goes kind of good with the earth tones of these walls and stuff. So that's it for this one. Appreciate you guys sitting through this. I don't know if this stuff interests you or not, but I'm gonna put it out there. Let me know in the comments below. As I said, this is not gonna interfere with all of the educational videos we'll be doing about your channels, but I thought it is kind of interesting to show that, you know, this is real deal here. This is me on a budget trying to put something together in here to go full-time on YouTube and without losing any quality or credibility of what I've been doing before. Personally, I'm happy with how it is. If you guys have any thoughts, any suggestions, please, if you're a carpenter out there, do not critique my work because I'm not a carpenter. I just did what I could to get it up, and as I said, for what I'm using it for, it does the trick, but I wouldn't hire me to renovate your house or anything like that. So that is it for this one, guys. Take care, and I will see you again soon.